What's going on, people? Welcome to episode 7 of the offseason. As you can see, we actually got an award. Jack won 6th Man of the Year, which is my opinion, which is really cool. You know, Paul George won the most improved player like he probably will in real life, but that Jack won 6th Man of the Year. So someone on my team actually won, which I've never won an award yet. But that was my first one I've ever won, my first award I've ever won. As you see, I'm just scrolling through, you know, all the teams. Look at Daniel Waiters on the all-rookie second team. But yeah, look at, okay, here are the playoffs. These playoffs were very interesting. So we simulate the first round. As you see, OKC obviously in there. But the Heat, look, the Heat got eliminated by the Wizards in the first round. And look at this final matchup. New York Knicks against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Not something you see every day. So simulate game 1, Knicks go up. Yeah, Knicks go up. Come on, let's simulate again. Come on, you can do it. But yeah, as you see, the Heat got eliminated in round 1, which is kind of ridiculous. But I'm gonna simulate another game. So now it's tied 1-1. Simulate another game. Now it's 2-1. Simulate 3-1 Wolves. One more win, they win, and it will be the Minnesota Timberwolves who win the NBA championship. I have no clue how they won. I don't know how they won. I guess they had a really good year. They managed to win somehow, which I think is pretty unrealistic how they won. But I mean, I guess they won. I mean, nothing we can do about it. I guess that's just the way it rolls. But we're supposed to. Our pick technically is the third pick. But we will end up getting a different pick, as I'll show you later. We end up getting maybe a better pick, maybe a worse pick. But as you can see, some of these players went up, some of them went down, some of them stay the same. But yeah. So as you can see, we're projected to get the third pick, but we end up getting the fourth pick. As the Sixers move past us and the Suns move below us. So you know, time to sign some people. You know, there's always a scout in, you know, every like scout thing. There's always a scout with, you know, with A level, you know, A potential. So yeah, that's basically how it is. That's how we roll. But here, I think we're not picking a new head coach yet. We'll see. We're picking scouts. They all have you know, you all signed for 1 year. They all are AA. Pretty simple. Just scroll through till you see level A, and then potential at A. You know, you can find them. It's pretty simple. There's always one. Just a matter of finding it. Here, there's 2. I end up signing Will Sullivan, because he looks normaler in my opinion, but I end up not signing another one with his CPU to do that. Here, I want to keep Josh Shelby, so I hope he agrees. But here's the thing, I'm using different sliders, so some people resign. For instance, Monte Ellis resigned, Dwight Howard resigned, Chris Paul resigned, all those guys resigned. But yeah, so those are like the big guys who resigned. Iggy still doesn't resign, but yeah. So we skip over to the draft. I'm using Game Nation 2015 draft. As you can see, we end up. It's just this draft was very interesting. It was such an interesting draft. This off season, I made some mistakes that, you know, that I'm gonna make some unrealistic things. But look at this trade. We can move up 1 pick and get a next pick next season. CJ Miles. He's gone down to a 63. I wanted to get rid of him anyways. Open up some player space. We try to get another person out of it. But we can't. So we end up just accepting that trade. And now we move up to this pick. Now, I'm just going to tell you right now, before I end up drafting Jalen Richardson, but I ended up trading him for Paul George. He's the guy I really wanted to draft, but I was like, you know, I'm going to draft him, blah, blah, blah. But I really wanted to draft Paul George, so I ended up trading for Paul George later on in the video at the very end. Now we go to rookie signing. We obviously signed Jalen. I signed him, but I cut him later because he's like a level 50 free agency time, I make some huge mistakes. I am trying to sign Jared Jack again. Hopefully he will resign with us, but I signed some people I shouldn't have signed. Because I didn't realize how many people I was actually gonna have on my team. You know, but next season 2 off season, I'm obviously gonna know, how many people I can do, how many people I can't do and stuff. Because then you get into the reserves, and those people don't even play. So I mean, yeah, some people I did, it was very interesting off season. But next season will be more composed because I won't be so dumb in who I, do whatever. But all those guys that I'm, signing with me, Jared Jack is the one I really was happy with. I just decided to pick up Tyler Honeycutt because he's young. Maybe we can get him to develop, and we'll see. But yeah, my team is looking pretty good right now. We ended up trading a couple people, which I wanted to always trade. Send some of these guys to, training camps and stuff. Some of these people I wish I would have sent to other things I didn't, but it's whatever. We ended up sending Jalen Richardson to something too, which I wish I didn't. No, but I did. Didn't really make the biggest difference, but whatever. We're gonna end up sending Tyler Zeller to rebounding because I might end up trading Anderson Varejao either before the trade deadline or in the off season, letting him go. I don't know what his contract is like, but I might get rid of him because he's getting old. I want to get a star center. I don't know if we're gonna make the playoffs this year, bomb again. We'll have to see in the coming episodes. But yeah, so I end up advancing to the next season. Blah blah blah. I will use my own draft class this time just to get the players that I made in the game. Obviously, I know I didn't make that many players, but obviously I know who's good and who's not good, as you can scout anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference. But it really depends on where we rank in the season. But it's time to make some trades. But Kyrie Irving is a 92 overall, which is pretty beast. But anyways, we end up downgrading really in a rookie. We go from an 81 to like a 77, so you really can't even say, whatever. But yeah, so I really want to trade Alonzo G. I've wanted to trade him for a long time. He's just not really working for me. But I love Josh Selby. Austin Day, I don't really know how he's performing. But I end up dropping Wayne Ellington just because I don't really need him anymore. I end up dropping, who else? I don't know. I got rid of some more players though. As you can see, it'll be coming up. I don't even know why I showed this. But here we go to the, okay, we go to rotation. Once again, I don't know why I showed this. Some of the stuff was kind of unnecessary to show. But I was just checking to see, look, I have 2 people in my reserves. And I need to get that fixed, so I had to make a trade. I had to make a couple trades, had to release some players. I just don't want that many people in my reserve. I want people to, but here I'm like, alright, let's get rid of Alonzo G. There were some trades I could have done that were very unrealistic, so I didn't do them. I mean, there were some beasts I could have got, like, I'll show you. Hold on. When it loads up, here we go. Alright, here we go. I could have got MKG, I could have got Brandon Jennings. I mean, I know some of this, I could just got so many people. I could have got Tony Reed, who's a young star. I could have got Jeff Green. There's so many good people I could have got. I mean, it's just so unrealistic. So I ended up going with someone who was more realistic of a trade. I mean, there's some players I really could have got. I could have got, like, look at some of these players I could have got. I am going with probably the most realistic trade I could find, what seemed the most realistic to me at the time. So obviously I'm not going to go with MKG or Tony Reed or, Brandon Jennings, because that's not realistic to me. That would never happen in real life, even though because the Cavs would never get Brandon Jennings first of all. But Brandon Jennings might be leaving the Bucks in real life, and they will keep Monte Ellis and JJ Redick. But the person I end up going for is not him, not Brandon Jennings, but somebody else. as a realistic trade, and I end up going with dun 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 dun. I was thinking about Tayshaun Prince, but he's now like 34, 33. So I am going with Ivan Johnson. Or Imans Johnson, just to get the trade. I mean, I just wanted the pick. But here, as you can see, I end up changing Jalen Richardson in a first rounder for next year. I don't think it was mine. And for James Jordan Wesley Johnson. But I'm changing Wesley Johnson for the Pistons first rounder for next year. Well, it's technically this year, but as you can see, those are the trades that I did, and I hope you enjoyed my off-season video, and peace.